Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have a very interesting thing here. This appears to be a tier list made by the Japanese. Now, exactly who made this, I'm not really too sure. This is an LR tier list, by the way. I found it from the Dokkan subreddit right here, right? And I commented like, oh, I'm gonna make a video on this. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is cool. Alright, so I took a quick glance through this, and I did see a number of things that I was like, whoa, I definitely don't agree with that. But I do want to make the point, right, that, again, like, when I did my top 10s at the start of the year, even though I think I called them the end of the year, but it was kind of the start of the year, maybe next year I'll just call them, like, 2021 start of the year top 10s instead of, like, end of the year top 10s, because, like, you know, I had, like, units that came out in January, and whatever. Anyway, I'm getting way off, way off track, because this video is going to be long. But, like, when you make a list like this, you're just opening yourself up to criticism, because no one will agree with these ever, right? So, like, you have to understand that. And, like, I will say, like, oh, like, Rose, best unit in the game right now. Understand that, like, you know, that is my opinion, and I don't really, I don't really just go, my word is God, and, like, that's how it is. It's like, no, because, like, Goresh hops in my DMs all the times and says, like, yo, no. And then we discuss it. Like, one of the big examples ever was Goresh likes LR HL Gohan over LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I disagree, right? I think LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku is superior to HL LR Gohan. Now, before we jump in, it appears as though they have two ranking criteria right here. So the top number, I believe, is leader skill, and the bottom is just, like, I guess how good the unit is, like, in an event, right? That is basically the way they have this set up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the units that have 10. So these, according to this Japanese tier list right here, they have these as the two best units in the game. So you would see this and instantly think, okay, so they're basing this around, number one, defense, and number two, like, the Legendary Goku event type events, right? Because, I mean, these are, I would say, essentially the two best characters in the game for the Legendary Goku event. Although, the Blue Fusions are, I mean, they're definitely up there. It's just that they take damage from super attacks by the two UI Gokus, whereas these two do not. There's not, they cannot be harmed by UI Goku, right, in the Legendary Goku event. So, like, you know, these two are at the top. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all free, HLR Gohan ain't the best character in the game. Like, there's no way. I'm sorry. No. Now, he is very, very good. The only issue I have with this card in general is his transformation mechanic sucks. That's it. I mean, he's got a good link set. I mean, they could have given him shocking speed as well. But if he did, I mean, he would be so freaking insane. But I felt like this guy should have been the best unit in the game anyway when he came out, right? Now, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is also super crazy. He could do just ridiculous amounts of damage, right? And honestly, this is probably my favorite super attack animation in the game, even still. Gohan taking out the Cell Juniors. Although I do think the two active skill animations for the Blue Fusions are, like, the two single best animations in the game. But Gohan Explodes is probably just my personal favorite, right? Now, number one, no way. Okay. So we're talking leaders, right? The top one is leader skill. Now, number one, I don't know if I agree that the Kamehameha category is a 10 out of 10. I don't know. I mean, they did just get, you know, Rose and the Blue Fusions were just added to it, right? So, like, when you look at the roster itself, is it a 10 out of 10? Yes. But does the team really function as a 10 out of 10? I guess, but, like, you know, it was just helped out so much by, like, this guy's EZA. This right here, All Allies Key 3, is a godsend for a team like this, right? Honestly, I think the Kamehameha team is one unit away. Like, I don't know, a Dokkan Fest exclusive Kaioken Goku, who part of his passive, he gives 3 key to all allies or something like that. This team could use one more character like that. And then if they had just one more, you can build it any way you want, right? You've got Rose, you've got Cell, you have LR Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, I see what they're doing by labeling this a 10 out of 10 leader skill. But I would also point out, I'm not a fan of Gohan's buff right there. 130% to HP and then 170% to attack and defense. No, I'm telling y'all, the best way is 170 HP and 170 attack. That will set you up the best. So I personally would not give Gohan a 10 out of 10 leader skill. Now, Kale and Khalifa, they're only 130% to join forces. I mean, they're the only leader for join forces. The team is so crazy, you could probably give it a 10, but I don't really have too much of an issue with them getting an 8. These are both 10 out of 10 units. I mean, honestly, right now, I do have the Blue Fusions as the best units in the game, so I probably personally would only give Gogeta and Vegito a 10 out of 10 right now. And then I would probably have, I mean, honestly, I think Gohan and Kale and Khalifa both has a 9.5. If I rated them personally on this scale, I would probably have Gohan and Kale and Khalifa at 9.5 myself. And then only the 2 Blue Fusions, I think, would be a 10. And I'd probably have Rose at a 9.5, maybe even a 9. We'll see. Again, I think I've sort of settled in my head that I like the Blue Fusions better than Rose. That's the thing about me, by the way, is, like, I will change my mind. I will say what I think rather than, because I've seen this a lot of times where people say, like, oh, Truth digs his head in the sand and refuses to change his mind. And it's like, I mean, you have got to be just stupid to say that, because I change my mind all the time. I am always changing what I think here. So, like, again, Blue Fusions, best units in the game. Rose, best units in the game. Now I'm back to the Blue Fusions. So, okay, here's where things start to get a little bit weird. So, we have, 9.5 to 10. Now, I don't understand why, so they have Gohan as a 10 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10, right? Sure, I disagree, but sure. Why is Cell down here if he's a 10? All these units are a 9.5. Cell's a 10. And his leader skill they have rated higher than Kale and Khalifa. Why is Cell down here? I don't know. It's odd, right? Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I just don't understand. Now, no way in hell is Cell up here. I'm sorry. No way. So, you could say you like his leader skill. That's fine. I mean, 4 key, 150% HP and attack, and 170% defense. I mean, that is, like the stats are really good, right? Like, you very, very rarely see key 4 on, like, a leader skill like this. But Dokkan knew, what I've been saying the whole time, is that this category feels weird. Obviously, the reason is because you're running 2 of this guy, and these are his key links. And your chances of him transforming are nil. You're not going to see it. And, then he gets Revival, Whoopee. So he is an awful leader character. Terrible. If he was the leader character for, like, Artificial Life Form, it would work. But a team built around Saiyans, no, it don't work. And, again, this is another team that could use, I don't know, Dende, Android/Cell Saga 40% attack and defense 2 key, or, Krillin, or one of these characters like that. Like, they really badly need that. There's more characters that need to be added to this category. What do they have him as? A 9 for leader skill? I guess I wouldn't really disagree with that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I probably would, actually. Because everything can't be a 9 and 10, right? So this has got to drop down to, like, an 8 or something. I would say Kale and Khalifa's Joint Forces team is better than Cell's Android/Cell Saga team free. Because, like, again, like, you have to run one of the cells on rotation, and Cell just ain't built like the rest of the units here. All of these guys are better than Cell. Like, way better. It's not even close. Like, even these 2, I feel like shit on Cell. Like, it's just, again, this list is definitely geared very heavily towards defense, which I respect. I could respect that, right? Because, like, we have the Dokkan subreddit, which is just, like, offense. Like, they say, Tech Vegito Blue, like, best TUR in the game based solely on his offensive capability, and that's it. We are saying facts, and that's the way it is. It's like, all right, let's relax. Defense does matter in some of these events. Like, Tech VB is great, but Int UI Goku will still blow him away with a super attack. It's not... Tech VB ain't that great. I mean, I guess if you're lucky with his additional and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I just have always been very unlucky with Tech VB, so maybe I'm a little bit biased against him, right? But I don't know. I mean, this guy, yeah, he's great in Super Battle Road because you're probably going to see this, but, like, I mean, you need this to activate for Cell to be in this stratosphere. And you're almost never going to see this activate. So I can't agree with Cell up here. The blue fusions, I don't need to talk about them. I've talked about them extensively, right? I think they're both 10s. And honestly, I mean, I don't see... So we're going to say the Kamehameha team is better than Last Resort. I would not agree with that. Because the Last Resort team, I mean, the thing about the Kamehameha team, I guess, like, you could just build, like, a full prepared for battle team and it's going to work super good, right? Because Gohan has prepared for battle. But, like, I mean, based upon this, I mean, Gogeta's got prepared for battle and over in a flash until he transforms. And, like, if you're running this team at full power, I mean, honestly, the best way to do it is just go full over in a flash anyway, right? But, like, you could do, like, this guy could fit on the team really well. You know, this guy still works because he's got Fuse Fighter. You know, these guys you could run as a rotation. All these over in a flash units on here work great. Blue Gogeta, Kaioken Blue Goku. Keep in mind that STR Blue Kaioken Goku will be on this category. 100% chance of that, by the way. Because every single Spirit Bomb Goku and every single Kaioken Goku are on this category. Both of them. So STR Spirit Bomb Kaioken Goku, where he does Spirit Bomb and Kaioken, he will definitely be on here, right? And, like, you have, like, STR Cooler, who works perfectly because he's a support type unit for transformation boost. And, like, nah, I personally have Last Resort above Kamehameha. And 3 key, 150% of stats, boom. I like that better than Gohan's spread of 130 and then attack and defense 170. So, like, I like their leader skill. I would give their leader skill a 10 myself. I think both Gogeta and Vegito are 10 out of 10 for both spots, easily. Then, Gohan and Goten... I just don't... this is the biggest mystery in the world to me. It feels to me as though Gohan and Goten have the single best leader skill in the game. Like, I still would probably say that. I think their leader skill is number 1. Because sibling bond and then Goku family, like, yeah, if you're running this team, you've got to build the team completely around them, right? But, like, that team works good. Like, if you look at siblings bond, the category is not the best, sure, right? But, like, you have Goku family mixed in there as well. And, you know, Goku family is the second largest category in the game for a reason, right? So, I mean, you combine those two, and then sibling bond, again, 4 key, 170 attack, 150% HP and defense, that's just like cells, right? Like, that's good. I still probably would have them as the best leader skill in the game. Like, combining both of those is just very, very powerful. These two, like, I almost feel like I don't need to talk about them much. They got the Potara category rated slightly better than Fusion. I mean, I guess I would agree with that. That's fine. I mean, they did just get LR Rose, and they have, like, Supremo Pie of Time, and they got a bunch of support. They got Gowasu and Zamasu. Honestly, I would say Potara should probably be a 9, and this should be an 8, really. They have these two units listed at a 9.5. I think that's a little bit high. Again, they're obviously, like, it's like this list is based upon, like, potential more so than what the unit is actually going to do in battle, right? Because, like, if you imagine that these guys are going to transform every fight, then, I mean, these are, like, actually, like, the best units in the game. Because if we're thinking that, then we're also counting the fact that they full heal you when they transform, right? Just like Cell. Like, so, like, if these guys would transform every single fight, they would probably still be the best units in the game because they'd be giving you the heal every single fight, which would be OP, right? So, and I mean, I personally think, again, you know, that's the way you want it. HP and attack 170, defense 130. Secondary leader skill ain't all that, so, like, we could definitely lower their score, because, like, even Gohan, right, is 120% to AGL, Cell's 120% to Extreme Int, so, like, you know, lower them a little bit. I don't know. I mean, they're a little too high, but they're still really good, right? Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, they got him at 9.5. I'm totally cool with that. Leader skill is an 8. So, okay, here's the thing. If we're talking just along stats alone, yeah, sure. But, like, the Super Saiyan category is, like, nuts. Like, I was saying that, like, my favorite team to run was double this guy, Super Saiyan category. Like, again, just look at the Super Saiyan category with all the fusions and shit in here. And it's just like, this is like the fastest team in the game practically. Like this like Super Saiyan build with double of this guy. Because there's just orbs everywhere. Everyone is 18 key supering, and the fusions, you know how fast like the Gogetas and stuff move. So like the team is just crazy, right? I've seen Goresh saying a lot that he thinks this guy is better than Gohan and Goten. I haven't actually really like put too much thought into that. I mean, it's possible. I feel like Gohan and Goten are better, but I mean, I've seen more than just Goresh say that too. So like keep that in mind. You know, there are people thinking that this guy is better than Gohan and Goten. Again, I would need to like sit down and like look at it a little deeper before I can really make a like decision there. But I would probably rate Gohan and Goten above him. But I do think he's definitely a 9.5. I mean, Gohan and Goten, because I want only them to be at a 10, right? So like they're 10. I guess we'll give both of them a 9.5, and then Gohan and Goten 9.5, you're a 9.5. They need to be bumped down to at least a 9 or an 8.5. You need to be bumped down to like a 7.5 or an 8. I mean, he's still like top 20 best unit in the game, but he ain't on these units level. No way. Now, here's where it gets weird, right? Like, we scroll down, and it's like, hold up. Number 1. What the fuck are you doing up here? That's number 1. No way. You can get out of here. No way. No. This guy, outside of STR LR Broly, I would probably consider him like the worst summonable LR, because he just doesn't hit super hard. His defense ain't great. Like, okay. So, like, if we're going to compare him, I mean, we can spoil some of this, but if you're going to compare him to, like, you know, LR Majin Vegeta or LR Gohan, right? Like, they're hitting, like, triple as hard as that physical LR Cell is most of the time, I feel like. And he has more defense, sure, but I don't know. I have no, like, you're going to say this guy is on the level of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? Or Baby? No. Let's relax. Again, it gets super weird because, like, why is Super Saiyan 4 Goku down here if he's a 9.5 and, like, he's, on their scale, he's better than Spirit, like, I don't understand. Now, number 1, I don't know what these two are doing down here. Or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta either, for that matter. Like, y'all 3 need to go up. And then y'all 3 can get back down. These 3 down, these 3 up, right? I would give all 3 of these units probably a 9.5. Maybe you could put Vegeta at a 9. Maybe you'd have Rose at a 9. I still really like Rose. It's just, you know, Rose, every once in a while, you will have turns where he is just barely getting a 12-key super attack. So defensively, he'll be fine. But, like, you know, he's going to be hitting at, like, a 3 million attack stat rather than, like, the damn 7 million you'd get at an 18-key super attack, right? His active skill is just so rare. Like, I would put that in, like, the same category as, like, Int Cell's transformation and the, you know, the Int Vegito and Physical Gogeta transformation. You know, if he could bust this out commonly, yeah, that'd make him better. But, I mean, you don't, because this is, like, the single best, like, Rage or Great Ape there is. Like, this is the strongest one. But you don't really see it too often. That's the thing. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I feel like is criminally underrated. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this guy is just so crazy the way he's designed. Where he gets all this attack right up front, and then he only gets 20% defense at the start of turn, so you think, oh, he's not really that crazy at all. But no, actually he is, because he doubles his defense every time he supers, right? Because if he gets a 100% defensive raise, whatever his defense is, it doubles. And if he gets a double super attack, it doubles again. Like, he's crazy, right? So, I don't know. Like, when you combine, like, how much his defense, like, how crazy his defense is after he attacks, I just can't, like, put this guy down. And then, like, his leader skill better be a 10. That's funny. That's hilarious to me. Come on. I don't mean to, I'm not being rude here. I don't mean to be rude, but, like, what am I missing? What? Why would this not be a 10 out of 10 team? Like, I just don't understand. This is just like, I don't know, right? Like, am I crazy? What am I missing here? That's a 10 out of 10 category team for sure. Rose, you know, he's only future, you know, 3 key, 130%, or 4 key, 130% of stats, sure. I mean, honestly, I need more time with this unit. They're so wonky, but they're so much fun, and they do so much. Like an 8 and a 9, I don't really have an issue with that right now. But, like, I mean, this really might be the most fun unit in the game. I mean, personally, I would say, you know, the Blue Fusions are the most fun units in the game. But, like, I don't know. Broly, Chile, and Lemo, they're, like... I don't know. I like them. I definitely do like them. It's just they're very wonky. They're very bizarre, right? Vegeta is really good, but he's just a worse version of Goku. Vegeta just got super unlucky, right? Like, the way these units are designed, everything ends up hurting Vegeta. Because, like, Vegeta has the extra defense, so you think, oh, he defends better than Goku. But it's like, no, I mean, because Goku very easily could, like, double super attack, and he gets the 200% basically to defense. And if Vegeta doubles super attacks, he only gets 100% to defense. Like, you know, it just ends up hurting. That hurts really bad because Goku, you know, because he gets the 5 free additional, you know, he's going to have more additional than a lot of other units, right? So, like, it's pretty common for him to double super. Like, I see that pretty frequently, and, you know, it just hurts. They also still do have the active skills, by the way, for turn, which you're going to see every single fight you ever use them, making them just so damn good. Vegeta's category team, honestly, I don't know that I'd give this a 10 out of 10 like the Goku family, but this is like a 9 at least. I mean, this team is really good, and it's just gotten a lot better throughout the year, right? Like, you know, the Majin Vegeta came out, the Trunks came out, you know, this Blue Vegeta's not out on JP yet, but, I mean, this guy is so damn good. You know, you just have a lot of very big power in here. And, you know, I'm sure this guy is going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive, maybe soon, who knows? I mean, Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta, that could be like the Golden Week dual Dokkan Festival, right? Like, I think so. Okay, so we looked at that. There is a free-to-play list, by the way. I mean, I'm looking at I'm already at 21 minutes, so we're just going to do summonable LRs, and then I'll probably do a second video for free-to-play LRs. Otherwise, it's going to be like a 50-minute long video. Because, like, we 20 minutes deep, and we're, like, we're at the top of the list, so... I don't know. Baby, I mean, you're just way better than Cell. I don't know. I don't know why Cell is even around here. I just can't understand. The androids, I mean, the androids is something I have soured a bit. Like, I really liked the androids when they first came out, but it's just like, it's one of those things, like, you only end up using them on the android team. Like, a lot of these are the units, right? Like, let's just pull up LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? And take a look at the 50 damn teams he's on that you're going to be using him on. Like, oh, well, I mean, it's only 4, but, I mean, you're going to use him in all 4, right? Whereas the androids, it's like, are you going to run them on Sibling Bond? No, because, I mean, they don't really work the best with LR Gohan and Goten. You're going to run them on Joint Forces? I mean, I guess you could. For sure, you're always running them on the android team. Android/Cell Saga team, you probably would use them on. Target Goku, sure, but guess what? You want to know what's really funny about the Target Goku team? You can't run it because Android 13 is the damn leader, and guess what? You don't see Android 13 friends, so, I mean, Target Goku category might as well not even exist. Again, Cell, I mean, you can go 50 points down. Now, I mean, this is insane to me. Like, we go down, what are they, what? Cell is better than these 3? What? Bruh. Who? Why? How? I don't... Dude, like, okay, so, like, maybe I'm judging this a little bit too much on, no iteming Super Battle Road stages, right? But I feel like Super Battle Road is actually the hardest content in the game. Because, you know, it's like, you know, Legendary Goku event is super easy. Like, you could do it full free-to-play easily because it's just stack defense and you win. Like, Super Battle Road is the true test. You would think, oh, well, this guy's great in Super Battle Road. No, he's not, because he gets crushed in Super Battle Road. His defense ain't good enough. This guy, listen, Extreme Physical was so damn hard to no item. And one of the reasons, because this guy's mid. Like, oh, if you look at, like, looking at him on paper, it's like, wow, he's really impressive. Like, he recovers HP, you know, he's an AoE on 12 key, you know, 90% attack and defense on a summonable LR. Like, you know, he's got Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Shocking Speed. Like, oh, he's really good. He's on a bunch of teams, but no, this guy, I don't know what it is, but he's not as good as his info says. I'm sorry. This Cell, no way. Now, I mean, let's see. Your leader skill, I mean, no way we can give him an 8.5 when he's combining pure and hybrid Saiyan into one leader skill. I mean, come on. I mean, that's way better than, like, what Rosé has to offer, or this guy, or this guy. I mean, that leader skill, I mean, you could definitely give that at least a 9. Broly as a lower level, sure, because it's just revived warriors, key 4 and stuff like that, but, I mean, he might be the best like, if you run double LR Broly, that'll probably be the best way that the revived warrior team will run, but you're just going to be running like a pure Saiyan team, but still, I mean, it's going to work well. I mean, LR Goku and Frieza, I mean, the other thing too with them, like, I feel like you can almost give this unit just a 10. I mean, I already made the rule that I want to only give the fusions a 10, and that's it, but like, LR Goku and Frieza are on that level. I mean, there's not really too much you could say negatively about LR Goku and Frieza. It's just, in order for them to be at their full power, you have to have the enemy's attack lowered, is all. And then, you know, sometimes people say this unit is not good defensively, which is just wrong. It's just that they have to super attack first, right? It's just like LR Tech Broly. Saying LR Tech Broly is a bad defensive unit, I feel like, is wrong as well. It's just they have to super first. I mean, you know, in Super Battle Road, you put him in slot 1, he's going to get killed, but that's 99% of the units in this game. Like, there's not a lot of units that, you know, turn 1, Super Battle Road, slot 1 can defend amazingly. You know, for example, the 2 units that this list has at the top 2 units in the game, neither one of them turn 1 on Super Battle Road you put in slot 1 and they dominate. They get killed in slot 1. So, you know, that's an important thing to consider. But then again, I mean, nearly all these units do. But funny enough, Cell of all these units is the best defensively turn 1, slot 1 in Super Battle Road, right? So, because even the fusions, like, they're great, but you want to run them in slot 3 in Super Battle Road for the 50% chance to dodge in their base form, right? And then once they go blue, they just terrorize everything. So, I don't know. I mean, full power Frieza, they got him as an 8.5. I mean, I guess, full power Frieza, I feel like they could have just given him a little bit more. I mean, the way he came out, I feel like at a weird time. He's really good. You know, this is unnecessary. He doesn't need to sacrifice HP. I mean, sure, it helps him a little bit, but, like, I don't know. You know, but, like, when you get him with, like, I don't know, like, down to under 70%, I mean, under 70% is realistic, right? So when you've got him at 110% attack right there, and then, you know, he gets the extra 5 key, and then you're also able to get, like, big bad bosses at that point. Like, he just hits so freaking hard, and his defense is very solid. I mean, not for the Legendary Goku event, but for something like Super Battle Road or something like that, yeah, he's good. I feel like he's probably in, like, the right spot. Like, this grouping feels right to me. Goku, Trunks, and Pan, an 8.5 in their leader skill? I don't know. I mean, that team is just so much fun. Like, when you run this, I mean, I understand it's a full free-to-play team, basically, the Dragon Ball Secret team, right? It's just basically all free-to-play units plus them. I mean, who is summonable on this? Like, you are summonable. I get, like, Slug. Like, look at this. It's just Dokkan Fest, Kid Goku. I mean, I guess the supports, right? Pan, Kid Gohan, and Vegeta, who are, like, monsters on this team. Like, Kid Gohan is now a must on this team, by the way. But, like, it's just basically the free-to-play team, right? But, like, I don't know, it just works so good. And they have the full 170... Wait, what's Goku and Free... Nah, son, come on. 8.5 on them? Like, I mean, I guess you could say because their category is limited, right? I mean, but I don't know. I don't know. Once this guy comes out on JP, I don't know that I would call that an 8.5 category to me. Just tossing that out there. You know, and then things like, they're not out yet, but standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta's coming. Standalone Master UI Goku, he's coming. So, you know, this, sure, we'll give it like an 8.5 or something right now, but that shit's going to be a hard 10 sooner rather than later. Well, I mean, who knows? Because Dokkan, they're pushing out tournament of power stuff very slow, so we'll see. Then we got these two, both an 8.5. I mean, here's the thing. They are basically the same. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but, like, it always feels to me like that Trunks defends better than Goku Black and Zamasu, and that really should not be the case. I want to compare both side by side, because they both don't have defense on their passive. They both get it on super attack. But the big difference is that Rose, they get the 6-turn defensive buff, whereas Trunks has only got a 3-turn on both of his, right? Yep. Who has higher defense? So they're at 14k. They have basically the same defense, and then they also have big bad bosses. So in reality, like, this unit is going to be better defensively than LR Trunks. But for some reason, like, LR Trunks feels better to me. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just the units around him, like that easy Rage Trunks. It's very easy to sort of pair him with this guy, and then they're just like a wicked combo, right? And that works, like, pretty much even in the Legendary Goku event. I mean, besides the SCR UI Goku phase, but I don't know. I'm okay with these two being paired together, I guess. Probably. I mean, Bojack, I think, is better than them both. Yeah. I would definitely say Bojack is better. It's just, Bojack is also, he's in such a weird spot. Bojack, you know, again, his time is coming. When Dokkan Fest Bojack comes out, which is going to happen, this guy is going to look insane. Like, he's going to look so crazy. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, this guy, once this guy actually has a unit that could bring out his full potential, which doesn't really exist right now, because all you really have is to use his TUR. You know, you get a Dokkan Fest Bojack out here that has Hera Clan, Galactic Warriors, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Revival, and it's GG. Like, those two together are going to be nasty. And then you get this guy going first, and he's, you know, raising extreme class allies attack by 40%. He's going to make a Dokkan Fest Bojack look stupid, right? So, like, Bojack is really good. I'm okay where he is for now. Again, he's going to look so crazy once that Dokkan Fest Bojack comes out. I mean, I don't really have too much opinion on the rest of these guys. I mean, they're so good, but it's limited only against, like, a future enemy and only with Time Traveler category allies on the team. Beerus and Whis are so powerful, but Ki is an issue for them. Like, they don't 18 Ki super attack unless you're lucky. That's it, because they have no Ki from their passive, and they have one Ki link, Shocking Speed. It just ain't good enough. Like, they're super strong if you're using Ki items and stuff like that, but, like, again, it just doesn't really work out that well. I don't know. They just, if only they had Ki. That's their issue, Beerus and Whis. I mean, they're strong, but they could be better. Bardock is okay. I'm not really going to talk too much about Bardock. Then we get down here. I mean, again, not really too much for me to say about these guys. I feel like LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku shouldn't be down here. I've found him to be incredibly versatile nowadays. Because he's got that 120% defense at the start of turn, so his defense is super good. And then it's just like, if you want to go ahead and have him hit with the crazy attack stat and he loses that defense, go ahead. But if not, like, if you don't go for the 18 Ki super, he's a dominant defensive unit. Amazing for Battlefield, Super Battle Road, like all these places. Easy, eh? This guy's great. I do not consider him in the same class as these guys. No way. You know, he's really good. This guy is really good, and I feel like he'll be solid on the Last Resort team too, which just came out. Like, I don't know. I like this guy a lot. Because you could just decide what you want to do with him, right? 120% defense with 14k defense right there is pretty powerful. So I don't know that I would have him this far down. LR Gohan hits super hard. I mean, LR Broly above Gohan? No. No. Trunks and Goten, I mean, Trunks and Goten, they're weird, right? Like, I feel like they just don't really have a good partner as well. Like, I think a Dokkan Fest, Trunks and Goten that are, like, Super Saiyan, that would, like, fuse into Gotenks could be something we'll see. And, like, if that did happen, like, obviously this unit would probably look a lot better next to them. But, like, they don't really have a ton of teams. You know, Hybrid Saiyan and Buu Saga is basically it. I mean, I guess Youth as well. But, like, these teams are all weak. Well, not Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyan / Master and Student Bond is crazy, right? But, like, the rest of these teams are weak. So that's what hurts them. They've never had a chance to shine because the Buu Saga team has been very wonky for a while now. We're probably going to get back to Buu Saga stuff soon, though. So this unit might get revived, just like Bojack, I think, is going to. And then that's it, right? Yeah, then we get into the free-to-play LR. So they got Majin Vegeta and LR Gohan as the two worst LRs. I mean, no way. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but this guy he's down there. It's Broly and then him. That's the way I got it. Because, like, Cell ain't doing the damage that Majin Vegeta and Gohan are. No way. I mean, I guess he could with, like, Big Bad Bosses and, like, this LR next to him, and then, like, I don't know, their TUR right there, or, like, I don't know, in LR Cell next to him or something like that, but, like, it's a very ridiculous setup you'd have to do, whereas, like, you know, Majin Vegeta, it's just, like, I don't know, you just get another Over in a Flash Saiyan next to him, and he's looking super damn good, right? Things like Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Over in a Flash, Legendary Power, like, that's super easy, like, that's not hard at all. And then, obviously, you know, LR and Gohan, we know how crazy he is, right? Like, legitimately, if they start handing out these LR EZAs, like, I don't know, if they gave him 18% defense along with that 18% attack, Is he then in the discussion for best unit in the game? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Like, they don't need to do very much to turn this guy into, like, a demon. So, I don't know. I do not know. A lot of this is just very wonky to me. I mean, I do like seeing the girls get respect. This guy, like, is definitely over it. Like, the way I see people talking about him, I do feel he's overrated for sure. I love him. I think he's great, but again, he should have been the best unit in the game, and I don't feel as though he is that, which, you know, he's the only 10 out of 10. They get the Kamehameha leader skill, by the way, is the only one they gave a 10 out of 10. You're shitting me. No way. No. Listen, all right? Gohan and Goten have a better leader skill. I mean, I would dare say Vegito has a better leader skill. These two, I got a better team. I probably would like your team better. Goku's team is better. I mean, the Vegeta family team, probably. I don't know. I mean, the Artificial Lifeform team, too. I mean, that team is, like, really fun and works really well. It's just, like, you know, I guess his leader skill buff, I don't know. Yeah, they have a 9 because they're Android, 4 key and 150% of stats, right? Yeah. It's interesting that, like, all these other units get 130%, like Goku Black to Future and Full Power Frieza to Full Power, right? And then they gave the androids 150%. Like, if Rose had 150% to Future, oh my god, that would change things up quite a bit for him. I mean, that honestly would, I'd probably bump it up to like a 10 out of 10 leader skill at that point. A Future category team that's running with 8 key and 150% across the board, oh yeah. That team would be, because that would dramatically help him, because he works best on his own leader skill with the extra key, right? It's kind of like Gohan and Goten, right? Where you build the team around them and they're going to work best. I mean, even really, by extension, you could say the same for LR Tech Broly. That 4 key leader skill really helps them. So let me know what you guys think. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. I mean, again, it's just tier lists, right? Like, if I was doing a tier list made by, like, Nano or, I don't know, Goresh, like, if it was made by Goresh, I would probably be acting like this with some of it. It's just, this is, like, him being where he is and him being where he is, like, stunning. It's like, whoa! Let's relax, please. And Gohan is the only 10 out of 10 leader skill? Nah, fam, come on. No. Listen, all right? It's all about these two. All you got to do is use these two, and you feel the power comes through the screen. You feel it. It's them. It's all about them, right? I love Rose, but it's all about them. I love the girls, but it's all about them. So, again, there is a free-to-play LR list portion of this, but I mean, this video, we're about to hit 38 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up here. Thanks for watching.